So they both have their own careers.
Right.
And they've been working in their field for a very long time.
Right, right.
They have been together and in love since their early 20s, have beautiful children. But he decides that he wants to change his career. Totally different career development. Somebody said, I'm all ears. Totally different career development. And the wife is like, hold up. What is this going to look like?
Right.
Because I didn't plan for this.
Right. I don't really like this career that you jumping into in the first place.
Right. Our whole family has to revamp and redesign itself around you because now you're going to be gone sometimes, and I'm going to be here with these house full of kids by myself. Bruh, no. So how does this happen? One of the things is that, ladies, before you start focusing in on his resume, how fine he is, his beard, where my beard people at, his house, his education, what does he want in
his potential?
Yeah, what does he want?
That's the word I always use, potential.
Yes, people always focus in on potential. But what does he want in a relationship goal? Because that's a couple who really, they didn't talk about what their relationship goals were going to be. What are the marriage goals going to be? And we focus in on whether or not this man is going to give me the relationship I want, because you know what it is that you're looking for.
Right.
And you focus on whether or not this man is going to do it, but y'all get married and he doesn't want the same thing that you do. Just like that couple I just told you about. She really wanted a very comfortable, safe, cookie cutter life. When you are talking about the house with the 2.5 children and the picket fence, that was what she wanted. He's like, no.
From 8 to 5, working from 8 to 5 at home every day.
Yes, get a stable job with pension, benefits. No, he is a risk taker.
Right.
And he's looking for something differently. Right. And she is pissed off. Make sure that this person wants the same thing. Now, why is this important? Because when a husband knows that, or a man you're talking about marrying, that the two of you have the same relationship goal, he's motivated to work with you.
Or that he understands, you understand where he's coming from, or y'all have a understanding of where you're looking for. He's more amped to really work with you and jump in and do what he needs to do in order to make that happen. He's more comfortable with you at that point.
Right. You're exactly right, Khadijah. I mean, because there are some things that really don't matter. And for our married people, we want to let you know that taking care of the kids, paying bills, going to work every day, those are not marriage goals. That's adulting. That's just what grown folks do.
Exactly.
Because even if the two of you were not married, you would do that anyway.
You would have to do it.
You would do it anyway.
Right.
So the goal is, what is it that I want this marriage to do for me and for you? That's a marriage goal. And to know what that is, or at least have a mutual starting idea. Because if you can change it. Hassan and I, we married under one premise of doing something together. Trust and believe. God said no.
Right. You're doing something totally different than what we right now. We at that clay couple.
Exactly. We never heard, y'all. We
that clay couple.
We never heard of that clay couple. When y'all heard about it, we did too.
www.thatclaycouple.com.
Okay. Obviously, that must be a plug. But we had a totally different agenda. But this is the thing, is that when we came in, we had the same agenda. So when we modified it, it wasn't so difficult because we came into the marriage with something common. And we kind of sort of had an idea of each other and how to make that happen even prior to marriage.
And we were able to start merging those things, even though we had to tweak it differently at some point, we had to do something a little different, but we started merging the ideas that both of us had in order to make this thing good for the both of us and to be able to benefit in this relationship.
I mean, because we understood early on, I knew that this was a man who would listen to my opinions. At least he acted like he would. So again, these are things, that's a marriage goal for me. Mm-hmm. And so it looked like I had really found me a good candidate who was going to be able to do that, even though we switched. Mm-hmm. All right, this is the second one. You commit to him and not to yourself. I don't know how many wives I have heard say, you know, I was all in, and it has been all about him and the children. Particularly women, y'all have seen the women been married 20, 25, 30 years, mm-hmm. and then they get a divorce because they've been doing him
and the kids.
And the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we know someone who, they were married 20 plus years, and one day she just said, you know what, deuces. And her reason being was because she, in her mind, she could pinpoint moments when she felt he didn't validate her and support mm-hmm. her own individual ideas. Mm-hmm. Now, part of the problem is she had followed that man all over the world, mm-hmm. Helping him promote his dreams.
Right.
So when hers came up, why not put it on hold?
Right.
You haven't been pushing for it.
Right. And so when she came to the point where I really wanted to stand out and I want to do my thing, she was like, and it was kind of too late because of the water that was under the bridge was really not going down at this point.
Yeah, he wasn't in that space.
Right.
And really, because why? He never really was that dude.
Right. He had an idea of what this is supposed to be. And she went along with it up until a point where she couldn't go along with it anymore.
Right. So stick to you. If you don't know what it is that your deal breakers are and what your boundaries are, mm-hmm. how do you expect him to?
Exactly.
You know, that first time she had that epiphany for an idea, and I will say this, while they're no longer married, she is truly an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
We are not going to mention her, but deuces to you.
Right.
Because she is doing her thing.
Right.
But that first time and the second time and the third time, you know, at what point do you put a pause on that? And when she didn't, so you looking for him too?
Mm-hmm.
For what? Unless you are with someone who's just motivated to do that anyway.
Exactly.
It's just not. Exactly. It's not going to happen. And a man is committed to you when he sees you committed to yourself.
Right.
You know what? Look at her. Look at her being all loyal to her and setting up some parameters mm-hmm. and a fence around the things that she has created for herself. Right. You know what? If she'll build her fence, maybe she'll build me one too.
Right. And it's not even a thing about a woman saying, you know, because sometimes I think people get that confused with the idea of I got to be selfish.
Right.
In order to do it. No, it's not an idea of you having to be selfish in order to make that or to get that accomplishment. It's just you have to stick to doing what it is that you believe is going to be good for you.
Okay.
In that situation.
So how does this help him to commit? Mm-hmm. This makes him open up and be more committed because he sees your loyalty to yourself. All right. How many wives out here have had some marital issues mm-hmm. and then you decided, okay, I'm going to focus in on mm-hmm. me. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to make this about him. I'm just going to do me. And then the next thing you know, he all up in your face.
That's right. He all in your mix, right?
He want to know why you all into you. All of a sudden, you hear him getting jealous. Oh, now you want to work out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
what's going on with you?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, I see you going to get your hair done every week now. Mm-hmm. Who you doing this for? I have literally seen women in those situations and their husbands have accused them with absolutely no evidence whatsoever. You must be having an affair. You must be seeing another man because he cannot fathom
that you have taken the attention off of me and put it on yourself.
That's it right there. And so now he is even more committed to you.
Exactly.
Y'all, don't worry about whether or not it makes sense. We just saying this is what humans do.
Exactly. Exactly.
So now I'm going to switch that over to the unmarried people. The reason why this will be so important to you is you need to know what this is. You need to know what your deal breakers are before you get attached.
Exactly. Before you walk into a relationship and start giving yourself over to a situation because he's so cute, he's smelling good, he got it going on, he looked like he has, again, the word potential.
You know, everybody knows him, you know, he's well known. And yeah, I think he and I, we just make the cutest couple. And
you forget about yourself.
Yes. And when you get attached to him, you totally forget to even dig a little deeper to see is this someone that I can create the marriage that I want with. Remember we talked about marriage goals, because that doesn't register anymore.
Right.
He just looked like someone I would marry.
Right.
I don't know if I'll stay married.
Right.
But he looks like someone I would marry. Now, if you don't take that step, you got a very strong likelihood at some point he's going to look at you and he's going to say, you're not the woman I want to be married to, because he doesn't see you all in for you. You know, do you really want to be with someone who just focuses on everything else and doesn't take care of themselves? I'm going to share this. Hassan, he used to get so mad with me because he had some personal bad habits that I thought were not compassionate to himself. And he tells me all the time how much he loves me. And he would tell me he would love me, and I would remind him of his personal habits and say you love me, but I see you doing some uncaring things to yourself. And bro didn't like that. He was offended. How you gonna tell me I don't love you because I have some bad habits? How you gonna tell me that? And it's not really, I did use a poor word choice, and I told him that. But it's not that I didn't believe that he loved me. I wanted to see him treat himself well. Don't be better to me than you are to you. Men think the same way. Now, there are those who are going to say, no, he don't have no problem. A man don't have no problem. The more you do for him, the more he's going to take. That's not a healthy relationship.
Well, I mean, and that might be true, but it's not healthy.
Right.
Now, I'm going to take all you're going to give, right? but the reality of it is it's not a healthy situation, because where's reciprocity in this situation? And if you giving all you can give, and I'm not giving somewhere near what it is that you're giving, then this is a lopsided relationship.
Right. And you're not going to get committed.
And it has to be more than just paying the bills and putting a roof over your head. It has to be more than that.
Yeah, we're Auntie and Uncle Crystal. This is Auntie Nine, Uncle Haas over here.
What's up, niece?
Okay, now this one I actually got from Hassan and Baby Boy. Y'all have heard us talk about our teenage son, our 17-year-old son. And this is when he feels safe and you are not going to judge him. I'm going to tell you, ladies, we real hard about throwing stuff at a man when he errs and being mad with him for a long time when he messes up. And let him mess up. Oh, you gonna tell him about the time he messed up before that, and the one before that, and how you seen this behavior before. And you think he's going to be committed to you? He's not. Why? Because you don't look like
You're not safe. You don't
look like a safe place to stick to like Velcro. He can't do it. You want him to see you as, you know what? She team husband. She team me. And he doesn't want to lose that.
And not saying that everything you're gonna just accept everything I do. Right. But the but the reality of it is once I make a mistake, and then you say you want to put correction in there, you want to give me some correction about it. Okay, that's cool. But when you start throwing the things where it's being judgmental,
and you talk at the side of your mouth,
I don't, a man doesn't feel safe, and so now he's going to be looking.
I'm gonna use another word: disrespected.
Right. Oh, very disrespected. So if you got a problem with the word safe, well, it's going to be not only disrespected. I can't trust you. I can't trust you. Now, that don't mean I can't be with you, but it means I can't trust you.
And a man will be with you. It may not. He may not trust you. He may not. You won't get the commitment and the emotional side of him that you want. And so, who wants to be with someone and he's not invested? We see this so much. So many times, couples come in and with one foot or both,
with an escape plan.
Yeah, both feet out the door. They just got their hand
sticking in the door.
They got their hand sticking in just a little bit. And if I could say anything, it really is. They have not decided what is going to be their marriage goals, and they have argued so much, and both of them have been so belligerent to each other that, and this goes, I'm saying women have a different experience. We were talking about the men right now.
Right.
The man, he is looking at you like you are my enemy.
Right.
And he's ready to go. It's very hard to even get a man who's experiencing that to counseling, because he just sees you as someone to say bye-bye.
And believe me when I tell you, a man can sleep with the enemy.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I can go to bed with you and knowing that you ain't trusting me, I don't trust you. I still go to sleep with you.
Why?
I still sleep right next, because at that point I may have another commitment of why I'm there. I might be there because of the kids. Okay. I might be there because it's convenient. I might be there, I may be there for several different reasons.
Okay, he has transferred his commitment to something else, right, and not you.
And not you.
Okay, now that makes sense to me.
But if I still gonna lay right next to you, I can still, make love to you or have sex with you or whatever the case may be. That'll be no problem until I get tired of you.
Okay, y'all, I wasn't expecting him to say that. That bothers me. But I'm a woman. And so I don't have that same psyche, but I think that is very important to know that this is how men think.
A lot of times when you see a man get ready to dip on a woman, and okay, sister, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just gonna give you out a game. When you see a man getting ready to dip on a woman, he's been ready to dip on.
Yeah, he's already left.
He's already left. So everything else is just a matter of convenience until he finally takes on off. Right. So he has already made up in his mind that this is not the place I'm going to be.
Okay, and Rabia, you're right. You said love with no trust. Is that true love? And just the example that Hassan just gave is that it's not about true love at that point. You're right. There's lack of love, definitely. But love at that point is not the goal. And it's obvious that men are built differently than men than women are. You and I totally agree there. All right, so y'all got 3 things. So let us know what you think in the comments. You know how to find us at www.thatclaycouple.com. Share this video. Rewatch it if you need to, because it's going to be true for a very long time.
And brothers, don't beat me up for that tidbit I just dropped in there, but it's real. So just going to keep that thing 100.
Okay. Y'all take care. Thank you.
All right.